Hello everybody, and welcome back to another 6-scale figure review with me, your host, That Mania. And today, we have the Sideshow exclusive 000, or 000 for short. So 000, if you don't know, is a comic book character. He's one of the two droids, 000, and the other one will come to me at some point. But they just hang out, they're torture droids. They hang out with Dr. Aphra. He's a protocol droid, but he likes to torture and kill people. It's just a thing he does. But Hot Toys decided, out of all things, to make some comic book characters, and these two were two of them. So that's super, super exciting, because I like these comic book stuff, and I feel like they should delve a little bit more into the comics. They did the Boba Fett, they've done this. I'd love to see a Dr. Aphra in the future to go with these guys, but we will see. But anyway, here is the box. You can see he's pointing at me because he wants me. He wants to get me. He wants to get me now, and he wants me dead. And those menacing red eyes. It's a normal Star Wars box. What can you say? Wrapping it around, we have our normal words. I like the comic masterpiece up there. It is die cast as well. It's got some real heft to it, I will say. Well, yeah, normal Star Wars box. Obviously, you didn't come here for the box. Unless you're a box collector, you came here for the figure. So how about we take some time and get him out of here, shall we? So I could start by saying this, for a pretty much a recolor of C-3PO with some new accessories. This guy looks awesome. You could theoretically buy a second C-3PO painted silver and make a TC-14, and you could have a little gang of protocol droids. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but I was going to say buy this one, but this one was exclusive. That's my biggest issue so far, is they released the other one, but they released this one as an exclusive, so it would hurt the sales of the other one if people didn't get this one. But I got it because I wanted it. So that's what's important. You just gotta want something. Like when I wanted the when I wanted the Umbra clone trooper and I didn't get it. You just gotta want it, man. But yeah, he looks awesome. Those eyes light up really nicely. The fun little murder hands are really cool. I just wish the pointing hand was just fully closed fingers, but I get it. It's C-3PO. He doesn't fully close his fingers, but it looks a little off with his fingers hanging out like that. But I'm super pumped about this guy. It's a shame we're gonna have to wait like a year and a half for his counterpart. I cannot remember his name all of a sudden. Anyway, let's get him off of the spinning turntable of doom, as much as he probably has been enjoying it, and let's take a closer look at this droid himself. So while 000 over there ominously stares at us with his pointer fingers, so we could talk about these other fun hands. Let's talk about these other fun hands. So let's start with these lightning hands, because what lightning hands, truly. So it's a nice shiny hand, as you can see here, if it would focus. And it's got some lightning protruding from the bottom. It is not removable from what I'm aware of. It's a shame, because I would love to just use these hands defaultly when I don't feel like having murder hands. But there's two of them, so variety. It's just also different lightning between the two, so that's cool too, that they didn't just reuse the lightning on both hands. Then we've got the fun hands. So we'll start with the right hand. So you got a buzzsaw, a knife, another sharp object, a pointy thing, and another knife. He's like the evil Inspector Gadget in the live action movie. Instead of having useful things, he's got murder tools in his hands. Go-Go Gadget left hand. So here is the other hand. It's got fire and more knives and more pointy objects and all sorts of ridiculous things that he definitely doesn't need as a protocol droid, but definitely will need as a murder droid. It also has 6 on this one, which is cheating, because he's only got 5 fingers. So he put an extra knife on here. Go-Go Gadget, get that the hell out of here, you cheater. Not many accessories on this guy, but he is a protocol droid, so he can only do so much. Let's bring him a little closer without destroying the beautiful setup I have. That's not what I wanted to focus on. So here he is. in his evil darkness goodness. So it's pretty much, at this point, just a repaint of C-3PO with red eyes. The eyes don't light up red. Actually, this is Hot Toys thinking. They just put a white light behind the red eyes, right? Brilliant, right? It's what they should be doing with the lightsabers, but they've just been using red light for some reason. Look how good that stands out. That's beautiful. Why aren't they doing that with the lightsabers? But you can see, pretty much domed all the way around. Looks nice. Okay, let's get a little closer. This way. Guys, we work on the fly here. And this adds to runtime. So people are like, wow, this video is so good, it's so much longer. You fool, I just moved the camera. So my biggest concern so far is because he's die-cast, his feet don't really hold him up. So he's kind of at a lean right now, but I'll do my best. But yeah, you know, normal C-3PO head. If you know C-3PO, you know the head. It does look really good. I like the paint. The nice, like, silvery black. With a little bit of, like, speckled tan in there. Every, like, here, there's a little bit of, like, that bronzer tan color. But it's fun, you know? There's not really much to say about it. It's just got things going on all over the place. These are fragile. These are fragile. These are fragile. That is fragile. You gotta be careful of all these, like, hanging little bits all over the place. Coming down. You see his tummy here. It is like a nice little soft bit. Some of these wires are kind of like extruding from this initial soft bit here, which is kind of nice. It adds a little bit of flair to it on the back as well. Please stay standing. Like you see here, these wires are kind of added in there. You got this nice panel here on the back. All the same color, but it does look nice overall. He definitely, I mean, he pops in light. You can see that reflection looks really good. He's got a nice V taper on him. He's destined to be a bodybuilder. These are fragile. These are fragile. That's pretty much it for fragile. I know there's more fragility down there. But yeah, you can see his little tum-tum, his big circle here. All looks good. Again, just C-3PO, but silver. These are fragile. And then we just have the legs, because my camera doesn't go far enough down. They look nice. They don't articulate much, but they do look really good. And he's got some real weight to him. You guys can't tell, but he's like 1,000 pounds. It's a warm-up for me though, so that's fine. So old 000. How about we bring out a C-3PO and see how you guys look together? So here is old Trip Zero right next to the Sideshow C-3PO. I never picked up either of the Hot Toys versions because I had this guy already, and I didn't really feel like I needed to upgrade a C-3PO specifically because it doesn't look bad. The eyes are lit up right now, by the way. That is, I don't know if it's the battery or just it doesn't light up very well. But I mean, it looks good next to him. They look a little different. You know, Hot Toys definitely has a bit more subtle definition, whereas Sideshow with their like little indents and such like to put paint around it to make it look a little bit more defined. Like here, see this, they're trying to like define it with the paint as opposed to this one, which is just defined on its own. And his arms hang a little bit lower on the Sideshow version. The Hot Toys version, his arms, that's the lowest, like the closest to the body it's gonna hang. And I think the Sideshow version is just slightly taller. But like they do look really good together. C-3PO and then this 000 guy are going to not sit next to each other on the shelf because 000 will probably kill him. But I mean, they'll look good near each other. Ooh, this as well. You can see there's like this roundness here, and it's a little bit closer here. That's a little wider as opposed to that one. Some really interesting details. I do wish I'd picked up the Hot Toys one just to compare it to the Sideshow one. But I just couldn't justify getting another C-3PO for no real reason. Especially because I actually don't hate the Sideshow one. The R2 is a little rough. I should have gotten the Sideshow or the Hot Toys R2 because that Sideshow one's rough. But this one, this C-3PO, it holds up nicely. He's not die-cast though, so it's whatever. But yeah, that's your protocol droid comparison time. Now we're going to see, and I'm going to show you this guy's very, very limited articulation. So, like normal, life ending 360 degrees. That's the good part. Head goes up that far and down that far, no problem. A little bit of back and forth action as well. Arm goes up that far. It goes full 360, so that's good. And you're getting about that much bend at the elbow. That's funny. So, there's a little bit action there. The leg doesn't move at all forward or backwards because of how they did it. And your knee is bending about that much with some a slight foot articulation. So he's not really articulating very far, is what I've learned. And I mean, he couldn't articulate very far anyway. So it works. It's just, you know, you want it to articulate because it's a articulatable figure, but you know it's limited to the articulation that he had in real life. So it's a shame, but at the same time it makes sense. So let's get to the end of the video now, shall we? So overall, all 000 here is a great representation of a comic book character that I never thought would get any representation ever in a Hot Toys figure. Obviously, Hasbro will pump stuff like this out because it makes money and they can keep doing it because it's a lot cheaper. And, you know, even though it's a repaint, Hot Toys still had to put in the effort to do hands and such. So I'm shocked that they did that. But it looks awesome. I'm super happy with this guy. Again, a Dr. Afro would be great. Hot Toys next year, if you decide to do a light side line or something, you know, Dr. Afro might be great. Since you've been throwing a bunch of miscellaneous things like Obi-Wan and a Mandalorian outfit into the dark side line, it'd be great to throw, I don't know, some random stuff like Dr. Afro into a good guy line. You know, just a bunch of alien Jedi would also be great. I've got a few, but I'd love to have a few more, don't you think? Or even just any Jedi in general. I'm rambling, sorry. But yeah, this guy looks great, and I'm super happy that Hot Toys is delving into more, like, not specifically main character stuff. Because this is a good sign, you know, Starkiller and Revan, not Raven. I don't know why I said Raven. Revan and Starkiller and this guy and BT1 or 0 or whatever his name is. B. Too many B's, too many E's, too many letters and numbers. And I'm starting to forget. But yeah, I'm super happy with this guy. And it's just a shame I have to wait a year for his little counterpart to come out. Let me know how you feel about this guy. Were you able to pick him up? I know he was available for a little bit because he wasn't the most sought-after figure in the world. So the queue was pretty easy to get into on Sideshow. Like Commander Cody, Chrome Commander Cody, where nobody wanted it and they just never sold out of it. So let me know, did you pick this guy up? Did you skip him because you're not really a fan of the comics, or you're not a fan of the protocol droids, or you're just not a fan of something about this guy and he just rubs you the wrong way, or you're scared of him? You think he's going to haunt your dreams? Because I'd love to know how you feel about it. Because obviously I've told you how I feel about it, but please let me know how you feel about it in the comments down below. And if you comment, if you comment, you're forced to like the video as well. That's just the rules. If you comment, you have to like the video. And then it's like if you give a mouse a cookie. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to comment. And if he comments, he has to like. And if he likes, then he has to subscribe. Because that's what I said. And you have to listen to me because you've gotten to this point in the video. And why not? You know? Why not? That's all I'm saying. And as always, I've been me, and you've been you. Thank you for watching another 6-scale figure review. Hopefully you join me next time where we review something maybe new. I will see you then.